Welcome to Reading with the Revanchist and Friends, Late Night Edition. Tonight we'll be reading The Despotica Part 2, The Pirate Prince, which is a play that was written by Michael Kogge about Xim the Despot. It was supposed to be in The Essential Guide to Warfare, but it was cut out and later posted online for people to enjoy. So let me share my screen and we can get right into it. Okay. We can all see it? It's good?
Yep.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Despotica Part 2, The Pirate Prince, by Michael Kogge. Illustrations by Cat Staggs. Before Professor Ranson proposed that the Despotica could have originated in Hutt propaganda, legend had it that Xim himself commissioned its founding works. Lyechusas, the most admired of Lisst'n dramatists, served as his court poet, and is said to have composed, at Xim's request, a trilogy of trilogies based on his life. Unfortunately, her original manuscripts have not weathered the travails of time as well as the moult that hangs in Argai's royal theatre, and is said to be hers. But the bits of her dramas that do survive in Or translation exhibit the work of a master writer who is neither sycophant nor name polisher. Lyechusas never shrinks from exposing the dark side of her despot. She imbues Xim with all the ruthlessness and arrogance later dramatists will caricature to staggering exaggerations. Considering her unflattering portrayal, a less discerning reader may agree with Ranson that Lyechusas' play appear to be the initial strikes in the Hutt propaganda campaign. For why would any despot ever endorse works so critical of themselves? Yet perhaps Xim was one of the more enlightened of his kind, a tyrant who desired the galaxy to catch a glimpse of the shadow that haunted his every action. Dip beneath the surface of Lyechusas' scenes, and that shadow is plain. Her pirate prince conceals his vulnerabilities behind a mask of cruelty so that he will never again be exploited the way his father bartered out his boyhood for fiscal gain. The Pirate Prince, excerpts by Lyechusas of Argai, translated by Roldan Knox from the Ur text. Dramatis Personae, Xim, Prince of Argai. Oziaf, Tintin Dwarf. Zur the Eighth, King of Argai. Indrexu, Zur's lover. War Robots of Xim, chorus. Act 1. Scene. Darkness. Black as space. A long silence, quietly intruded by a piston's breath. A second, a third, more than a breath. The steady breeze of heatsink ventilators, the whirring spin of mem-drive platters, the ratcheting snaps of optic shutters. Blink, a red luminode. Blink, another. Soon, a flashing sequence sheds vague light on a chorus of steel bodies.
We are the war robots of Xim, and of wrath we beep, the rage of mortal blood, and the devastation it wreaks. Calculate we try, to crunch the numbers, the anger, the hate, the ever-pressing need to annihilate. One's master, one's maker, one's father, never does it compute. For we have gears and generators, plastrons and pulse cannons. We do not deactivate our directors, nor crush our comrades. No matter make or model, class or function, flesh or metal, unless our programming propels us, or our circuits are countermanded. Brothers in steel, all are we.
Scene. The walls of the hibernation chamber begin to glow, illuminating control boards, monitor banks, and a sarcophagus impressed with a human form. The human's hands are plastered in surrender, face caught in a sneer. Vital signs a blip along the panel slab. The chorus remains in the background, in tune with the machinery. Enter Oziaf.
Dear master, dear master, at peace look you, in sleep, frozen in time, gazing into the blank of carbon dreams, while your servant, forever loyal, wanders in the dark to wait. But wait no more, he can. No more monitors to check, no more binary speak to gauge, no more imperious mechanicals who think droids know better than dwarves. Yes, no more, no more, for the time is come, the voyage done. 7 years in plunder, 4 in slumber, having a paw in wonders none in my warrens would have ever dreamed. On Thule, grabbing the aurora stones, green and ever glowing, at Malabo, ensnaring angels on the many, many moons, tinkering inside Pelgrim's oracle, to mend the mouth of fate, plucking blood blooms in the forbidden gardens, for my eyes and only mine. And now, coming at last to the cradle of gods, a tip on the circlet, for a destiny beyond burrow holes to serve at the foot of giants. So said the sooth sisters themselves.
Adjust the controls of the sarcophagus. The oscillations increase in rapidity.
Awake, my master, awake! Feel the world again as the carbonite melts. Pinch your fingers, move your toes, hook your elbows, wiggle your nose, rise your head, open your eyes, and see before you your loyal Tintin.
Xim screams.
Ah!
Too soon you try, dear master, too much. Before you stand on your own legs, let the blood flow and pump life back into limbs and lobes. For carbonite is cold, cold as death, though loneliness is colder without someone to call master.
Damn this light. My eyes, have I gone blind?
Relax, prince, relax. Allow the dark to wash out the white, and your eyesight will return in time. Hibernation sick you are, and will be. Chill for some days and hours. We cannot stop the laws of time without a modicum of punishment.
Where in the void am I?
Not the void, far gone from Radama, back home in the sweeps at last, to bask in Argai's sons, to reap the glory of your spoils before your father's throne.
Home? So soon? Who speaks my dreams?
Recall not my voice, hear not my squeak, remember not me, your faith and trust, your favored stowaway from Rin, also your vigilant guard and clever fixer, and pilot and doctor, even nibbler when you needed. Or has sleep stolen your heart? Is Ozioff alone again?
Dwarf.
You remember, he remembers, my Lord Xim remembers, my toil not forgotten, my devotion not white by the white blank. For loyalty breeds loyalty, that unspoken pledge to perform duty as demanded. You to your father, I to my prince, master and servant, servant and master, the two are one, I say. And when the worlds plunge into a panic, running at the tide of your name, mighty Xim, crashing down, swallowing all, for the great Isle of Argai, Ozioff is a swell, coming through, sweeping up the wreckage of your triumph.
Silence, dwarf. I must prepare for my father.
Scene: the Palace of Argai. Marble colonnades, high arches, blinding white, brassy, new money. The chorus carries cargo crates and stacks them in the center.
Booty they call it, spoils and plunder, treasures and loot. Heavy it weighs, lives it costs, to hoard it here, behind the columns, below the spires, to shine and sparkle under double suns, and seed a desert, into the splendor of Argai. But we who sacrifice, we who strain, taxing our axles, grinding our gears, we are but shells in the eyes of flesh.
The chorus retires to the background. Enter Ozieff and Xim, his hands hidden behind his back.
How do I look, dwarf?
Like the victor of 19 battles, with the scars, and squint to prove it.
The victor of 19 battles I do not feel. Death, her whispers will not leave my mind.
Such is the price, sleep without sleep. But stand tall, young prince, and let the sun melt the cold from within.
My son, is it truly my son? Father,
Strains to look.
though I hear his voice, someone else I see. A woman, a jewel, who dazzles my eyes. like nothing in the swatter. Yes, in all my ravages, I have seen no more wondrous gold.
Indrexu is her name, a pure poison to men, with a wink that launched 1,000 ships and set fires to worlds that still burn in the pyres of war. I advise, young prince, you seek duller diamonds. This one's edges will cut through your heart and fill it with burning venom.
I, who have reformed a high fane and silenced the prattling sisters of Pelgrin, surely I can tame a snake. What Xim wants, Xim gets, and Drexu will be mine.
Enter Zur and Indrexu. Xim, Xim, indeed it is I. And behold, his lute. See how he wants to make his father proud. Crates of gold and guns and garnets, green hides from Sahilindel, the mending mud of Draflago, and quids of juicy chackroot, packing the pincher horn of a weary. The son takes after the father, a pirate to the core.
If I may be so bold, Lord Zur, the others, they lavished more. My tag crystals, mine from the Delalt, the last ashy splinter from the Pasman Palace, a fleet from Barankar, new corsairs for our flag, and for me, the greatest gift, to hold, as queen, the scepter of the spiral. But these things here seem mere cargo for trade, not treasure for tyrants.
Believe you this is it? That which is carried here by steel? I say the greatest gift for last.
Holds out what he has hidden behind his back.
My own hands bear it to you, father, the head of your most bitter enemy, Faris, the cowardly king, and on his blood-drenched ringlets that which you have sought since birth, the crown of Kron.
Kron? Kron is dead.
Kron is ours.
Do not be so easily taken, Zur, by trophies and flummery. Let us see who of your sons rolls out ahead, and who walks forth an heir.
You hiss lies, snake, for there is only one son of Zer, and that is me, Xim.
So presumptuous are you, so young, to think that you are alone. Zur, unfurl your flags, reveal your fleet.
Father, does truth slip off her tongue? Or is this venom she spews to sever logic from loins, and fester wounds in families, defiling the bonds of blood between father and son?
Sometimes fathers must hide secrets to steal more for the price of one.
You pitiful graybeard, she has bit you like a mouse.
Xim's hand drops to his hilt.
Master, master, let your vengeance spume over other shores. The carbon has closed your mind.
No, dwarf, the carbon has cleared it. 15 years I have stormed the stars, plundering and pillaging for the father I love. Now I return to find a house built on lies, and its patriarch, a perversion of pirates, slave to some wench.
Sir, you cannot let his insult stand. He is the one who brings sickness from the stars into our house.
His ire has merit, my love. I boiled the same when my father gave my mother's love to a younger bird, and I returned him the favor of my sword. But Xim is not his father. He has seen the horrors of hell since the youngest of years, and knows what it takes to raise palaces out of plunder. Had you, Xim, realized there were others of your kind, your time would have been spent in schemes, not spoils, and Argai would have gained far less. So come, forget your fury, walk into the chamber, meet Zil and Zom and Zik and Zuck, the brothers you never knew.
And may never know again.
I will meet these impostors of mine only to measure their blood.
It pleases me, my son understands, and our family at last can be one.
Perhaps it is best that faith and trust also remain behind, in case memories need the hastiest of exits.
Courage seems in such short supply among these towers, and no friend of loyalty.
Exit Xim.
Are you so weak, old man? You think you can haggle with fate? Having done your will, your sons must die, or this house will sink into a deluge of blundering virility.
Fate? Fate has no purpose in the Taiwanese circlet. We pirates fight against its forces, which birth some to wealth and others to indigence. Bends ear to chamber. Hark! Listen! My sons parley to split the treasure of Argai 4 equal ways. Baronies of plenty to lead pleasant lives. Much joy it brings that they see what is best for their fathers. It is best for sons. Now our family will be true in name, not just in blood.
Yes, my prince, listen to your brothers. Spit out the venom. Toast peace, not swords. But this cannot happen if the galaxy is to be ours. Kings need muscle, a grip to kill, the sole rule of law, appreciated across the stars.
One war robot steps out from his core.
This is it, a chance for fate to flip its bits before its algorithm integrates 1,000 other worlds.
But what of Xim? Why does he not speak? Are my ears old for this sort of thing?
Woe, alas, fate's bits stay resident.
The clang of metal screams, a beam blast.
Without word or warning, Xim advances on his brothers. Zil he buries, his sword in his back. He beams, smoking holes through flak. Zik he chokes, a wrench and a twist. Zuck he grinds into bony grist. Then there is one son of Zur, just as there had been mere moments before.
The war robot returns to his core. Enter Xim. My son, what in the marches have you done?
Duty, that is all. I made those pretenders know pirates do not split treasure.
Always one for one and none for all. They should have learned. Go embrace your father, for the test is done. Truly you are heir and son.
Yes, old man, share my love.
Father slinks back, but Xim grabs hold. After their embrace, Xim pulls out his cutlass from his father's chest. Zur falls. Oziath scurries to attend to dying king. You, after what I gave, your blood, your life, your name, and this is how you repay your father?
No son of Zur am I, neither prince nor brother.
Zur dies. Oziath lowers his head.
For a kingdom cannot have kings, only one, and that is I, Xim, ruler of worlds, emperor of Raxus, Iban, Brigia, and Kron.
Also ran Rune, if that be your desire.
Her smile shines on Xim, and for the first time he manages one of his own.
Master, recall my words, lest you welcome her poison.
Poison she cannot, since wrapped around my wrist her head will rest in my gauntlet. To slit her insists, and if those fangs bite, my fingers squeeze.
With lust I come. And of me, your loyal Tintin, the keeper of your sleep, your helpful diplomat, the little witness of your great deeds?
You, dwarf, shall be my fool, for there are only so many worlds to seize, and giants need playthings to kick, jab, and poke, knowing they will bounce back for more.
Exit Xim, Indrexu, and Oziath. Scene, the illumination fades, matching the first scene. The war robots stand in the background, luminodes blinking, mem drives spinning.
We are the war robots of Xim, and of wrath we beat, the rage of mortal blood, and the devastation it wreaks. Soon Master will call us to action, and his instruction sets will run, and we will serve his commands, though not his rage. As impossible it is for us to calculate, the hate, to annihilate. We do what is told, and only that. So when you see Death's head marching at you, compute only that these are the bits of fate, programmed by mortal blood. We are the war robots of Xim, and of wrath we beep.
I hope you've enjoyed this reading of the Despotica Part 2, The Pirate Prince. And thank you to Brennan, Quinlan Vos, who played Oziaf, the Tintin Dwarf, as well as Indrexu. And thank you to Tidus, who played Xim the Despot. I played narrator, the chorus, and war robots, as well, unexpectedly, Zur. This is the Revanchist signing off.